and I couldn't understand like how I let myself get to this point. Dang, I really don't like how my body was looking during that time.
Fate, elevate. Only obligation is to tell it straight. So much on my plate, I gotta delegate.
What's up, you guys? Welcome to another video. Today we are going to talk about my fitness journey. We're going to talk about what I did, what I ate, how I trained, if I even trained, or if I even ate the things I was supposed to. We're just going to get into it all. I did a smaller video like this on TikTok, and I was just like, I have to do a full explanation because it's way more to it than this. So let's get into the video. To start off, I started at about 174 pounds. I am now 131 pounds. So I lost over about 40 pounds. I've never been super athletic. I did track for about 1 year in high school, and that was it. I wasn't really like the try hard in PE. I would finish my mile. If, you know, whatever time I got, that's the time I got. I wasn't really like, oh, I got to do my miles in this time. I never just been like super competitive and athletic, but I was always super skinny. Although I used to eat, if you know me, you know, like, I'm a girl who can eat, and it always just felt like I could not gain weight for anything. Ninth and 10th grade, and then all throughout middle school, I wanted to get thicker. My friends were thick. I wanted to get thicker. Like, I wanted my butt to be bigger. I wanted my thighs to be bigger, and it just seemed like it just was not happening to me. And so I had just like let that dream go. And then we fast forward to high school. And I would say about 11th and 12th grade was when I really started gaining weight. And I'm not going to say it was healthy weight. It was very unhealthy weight because I was eating like trash. And I didn't feel good about it at all. And it even got to a certain point where people were like asking me, was I pregnant? And this was when I was like, okay, excuse me? Like, am I pregnant? It's giving pregnant? And I even would ask my mom, like, how many months does it look like I am? Since so many people are asking me, am I pregnant? Like, how many months is this, like, giving, you know? But those comments really did start to bother me. Like, it was to a point where I was like, okay, something got to give, because this is not it. I don't want people to be thinking that I'm pregnant, and I'm not pregnant. I was just thick, you know? But no, really, first the fat was going like mostly to my butt and to my legs, and then the more and more I ate, and plus with the COVID lockdown, that food was going strictly to my stomach. And when I tell you my stomach was huge, I will show y'all the pictures here. My stomach was big, the biggest it has ever been. And I'm not gonna say that like I was happy with that, because when it first happened and I was starting to get a little bigger, I was very happy. I was very excited. But after I graduated and it was like COVID, I was completely tired of like feeling the way I was feeling. I was super depressed. My mental health was trash, like literally trash. I would wake up and get ready and just be crying, like literally just be crying, because I felt like I just didn't feel good about myself at all. And I was the most judgmental to myself. When they say that you are your biggest, you know, critic or judger or whatever you want to call it, I was really judging myself very bad, and I couldn't understand like how I let myself get to this point. A lot of people probably don't realize that, because I still had to like post on social media, because it was like I had a brand. I had a clothing brand at that, so people were constantly looking at my body, and so was I. I had to look at these videos, I had to post them, I had to edit them. So I was just looking at them like, dang, I really don't like how my body was looking during that time. And people were telling me like, dang, you getting thick, you getting big. And it was just like all these comments that I was just taking in, and it was just like, enough was enough. So I had decided to get a gym membership with my mom, and this was during COVID, so the gyms were still open during this time. So we got a gym membership, and we started going for a little bit, but then she had to go back to work, so I kind of like fell off. But I wasn't really like that serious about it. I would just go in, do maybe the treadmill for 5 to 10 minutes. I wasn't a big fan of cardio, so I just didn't do it at all. I just didn't like it. I would do my 10 minutes and be done. It was super boring to me. And then when she stopped going, I kind of stopped going for a little bit. And so I remember telling my friend, like, I am so like just tired of looking this way. So I was just like, everything just has to change. Like, I have to really change. So I don't know why my mind quickly went to, okay, I gotta start waking up earlier. So before I was waking up earlier, I was waking up probably at like 11 or 12 p.m. So this is when my meals would first start. And I would have a really, really big breakfast, probably like pancakes, grits, eggs, sausage. I would probably get Chick-fil-A for dinner. For lunch, and then get In-N-Out for lunch. Starbucks as a snack. Fried Oreos as a snack. Funnel cakes as a snack. It was just terrible. Like, my eating habits were really bad, and I felt like that was like depressive eating. Because why was I eating so much? Like, why? It didn't make any sense to me. Now that I'm looking back, and like, I honestly was overeating. And towards the end of the day, I would not feel good at all. My stomach would be in so much pain. I was always bloated. Always. So once I decided, like, I just want to change everything, I told myself, okay, I'm going to start waking up at 5 a.m. I'm going to get a workout plan, and I'm going to stick to it for 3 months. So I started to take like little, I'll wake up at 5 a.m. And I remember this. My mom thought I was insane. She thought I was crazy. I would wake up at 5 a.m. and me and my dog, we will run like around the blocks, like 3 or 4 blocks. And I still felt like that wasn't enough. Like, the change just wasn't happening quick enough. So I was like, okay, in addition to running, I'm going to start going to the gym. So I started going to the gym. I bought me a body recomp plan. If you don't know what body recomp is, body recomposition is building muscle and burning fat at the same time. Which at the time I did not know would take so long, but it took so long. But it was worth it because I was a beginner and I was able to keep some of my butt. I wouldn't really say my thighs, but I was able to keep some of my butt and still tone down my stomach, which is what I really wanted. So I really got like serious about like my goals and what exactly I wanted. And it wasn't just about like physically changing, but mentally, like I said, my mental health was trash. So mentally I was just like, I have to do better. Like, we were on lockdown and I was just in the house not doing anything at all. It was super depressing. So I even started to like read more. I had made it a goal, which I still try to do to this day, to like read 10 pages of whatever book I wanted to drink a gallon of water. I ordered me this gallon of water water bottle from Amazon. And I started drinking it at 5 a.m. and I would be done by like 2 p.m. And I remember I would post on my stories like of the big water bottle, and people would be like, why are you drinking that much water? Like, you're crazy. And I did not care. Like, at this point, I just wanted to change, and I don't think a lot of people understand that. And this is for people out there who are trying to start their fitness journey. So many people will criticize you and look at you like you're crazy when you're trying to do something different. Literally, don't pay it no mind. It could be the closest people to you. Do not pay it any mind at all. Like, I did not care. I was so like tunnel vision about where I wanted to be, which is now. So I thank my, you know, well, not my future, but my past self, because she was not playing. She was serious about her goals, and she was fed up. And I feel like once you get to a place of just being like completely fed up, not only with how you feel, how you look, but just fed up with how things are turning out for you, it's just like nothing can stop you, nobody can stop you. And I was just, it was all gas. I'm telling y'all, it was all gas. I got my plan, I got my water bottle, I was waking up earlier, I was reading, I was spending more time outside, I was taking my dog to the dog park almost every single day. We were just moving our bodies like daily. I made it like a mission to just move daily. Even when I would take like a rest day or two, I still would walk her. I still would go on my morning run. I just wouldn't go to the gym. And I feel like that's super, super important. When you feel yourself, like, and this isn't like a mental health video, but when you feel yourself kind of like getting super depressed or getting super sad, move your body. Don't just lay in bed. Like, go for a 10-minute walk, go for a 20-minute walk, but do what you have to do to just move. And even now, when I take like a couple days off for the gym, I kind of start feeling myself like not getting back depressed, but kind of like it just doesn't feel right. I just feel like it doesn't feel right. So I feel like moving was the best thing that I could have started doing. And waking up earlier also, because I was able to wake up, read, get my mind right, and actually stay consistent. Because when you let your brain tell you like, okay, like this morning I had got up at 4 a.m. and it was almost kind of like, it's Friday, maybe I can just start again. I was like, nope. I completely shut it off, and I literally hopped out of bed. It wasn't even time for me to get up yet. It was 4:30. I usually get up at 4:45, but those thoughts were already coming in like, okay, maybe just take today off. You've already been working super hard. And I was like, nope, I gotta finish the week strong. So I feel like you kind of have to give yourself those internal thoughts when you're first starting out, of like, this is what it is, this is what it's gonna be, this is what we're doing now. So I started my body recomp. I was lifting for about 4 days a week, and then I would do 10 to 15 minutes of cardio. I wasn't too big on cardio when I first started, but after my mom stopped going with me, that's kind of when I started to like, okay, now I really got to get a plan, because I felt embarrassed going into the gym with no plan, just using the machines. Like when me and my mom would go, we would just maybe hop on the treadmill, we would do the hip abductor machine, we would do we never touched the Smith machine, or we never touched the weights at first. And I didn't start touching the weights until when? Until I got the plan. That's when I started like, okay, I can build some weights. And still my body wasn't changing the way I wanted it to. And so that's when I kind of like started to give myself a little more leeway, because I was like, well, I'm doing this plan, I'm sticking to it, I've been working out every day, and it's been 2 weeks, and it's like, why is the scale not moving? And when you do body recomp, the scale probably won't move, and it may even go up, which is what happened to me. I felt like my butt was getting bigger, and I probably was training glutes or lower body probably like 3 days a week, and then I'm sitting here wondering why my butt is getting bigger. And I was eating good. Yes, I was eating healthier, but I was eating really a lot of foods that were high in fat, because I thought they were also high in protein. So sausages, bacon, ground turkey, ground beef, just these things. Now I've kind of toned it down, so I try not to eat a lot of beef, a lot of red meat. I try to stick to like lean fish, ground turkey, chicken, and turkey bacon, things like that that don't have a lot of fat. But when I was first doing body recomp, girl, your girl was eating so good. But I built up a lot of good muscle, which I feel like why my cut has gone so well. I'm not fully where I want to be right now, but building that muscle over that long period of time and then cutting down on the fat, my back looks amazing. I will show you guys how my back looked. My butt did go down, of course, because I did store a lot of fat in my butt, but I also stored it in my stomach, and my stomach has gone down a lot. I don't get painfully bloated anymore. Rarely, unless I have like some chili cheese fries or something like that and a milkshake, then yes, I will get painfully bloated, because dairy is one of my triggers. Like I'm telling y'all, you have to really figure out what your body does and does not like, and really limit it. I'm not going to say restrict it, because I can't speak on that, because I don't restrict completely, and restricting foods, drinks, or whatever doesn't work for me. That's when I kind of start like binge eating. I restrict foods is when I start like binge eating. So when I go on like these little, well, when I used to do this, I would say like, okay, no carbs, no dairy, no bread, no sugar, no red meats. It would just be crazy. Like it was just so crazy, and I don't know why I put myself through that, because when I would do that, when the opportunity came to where somebody offered me an Oreo, I couldn't just take one Oreo. It had to be like 6 Oreos, you know? Or like when I go to Starbucks, I couldn't just get a tall. It had to be an extra large with extra whipped cream. It was just like I always overdid it, because I was so restrictive during the week. On weekends, I would overdo it. So now, during the week, if I want to get Starbucks, I'm going to go get Starbucks. It's not going to be a large. It'll probably be a tall. But at least it's Starbucks, you know? I kind of like feed those crazy cravings. And that's not every day, because of course I'm going to want Starbucks every day, because I just want Starbucks every day. But I still don't do that, because that's just not, like, not only does it not physically meet my goals, but it's just, sugar is really not good for you. And lately, when as I've been like more into nutrition, and I'm gonna say this also, I saw the biggest change when I really locked in on my nutrition. You cannot out train a bad diet, and that is exactly what I thought. I was going to the gym, but I was still eating like trash, thinking that the gym will cancel out my bad eating, which it will not. I don't know why I thought that, But I was a beginner. We make mistakes. So now that I'm really like more consistent with my nutrition, things have changed a lot. And you notice like changes when you go from eating a bunch of sugar throughout the day to eating more fiber, more fruits, and more veggies throughout the day. You feel so much more better. You feel energized. You don't feel so depressed. You don't feel so tired after every meal. I thought it was normal to get sleepy after a meal. That is not normal. Like, that's just not normal. I was eating these Jamaican plates and these oxtails and yams and mac and cheese. Y'all, I had a favorite Jamaican spot, and I would go probably like every weekend. I had a favorite soul food spot too that me and my mom would go to every Sunday. And it was just not, I would go to sleep right after. Now I can eat a meal and feel fine, go on a walk after. It was no way I was going on a walk after I ate my oxtails and my rice and beans. I was going to sleep. Like, I was really going to sleep. It just, you see a lot of changes in your, like, your mood, your skin, your body. It's more than just meeting your physical goals. You just feel a lot better. And that's when I was like, okay, this is something that I'm really interested in. Is when I started noticing that it's bigger than just meeting your physical goals. And I genuinely love to cook, so it was kind of hard to like go from cooking these super crazy meals. And that's kind of how I started my fitness page on TikTok. If you're coming from TikTok, that's how I kind of started, was when I got consistent in the gym, and I decided, okay, now I have to get consistent with my nutrition. I was like, maybe I can take some of these meals that I really love and make them healthy. So I really love Starbucks, you know, their drinks and stuff like that. So I found a way to make protein coffee. I find a way to make these smoothies that I really like, but I add protein in it, you know. So not only am I still getting the things that I enjoy, but I'm meeting, you know, my goals. And I don't add protein powder to everything, because some things you just really have to leave alone and, you know, eat it when you want to eat it. But that's when I was like, okay, this is something I really enjoy. And I really do enjoy like making these meals and still being able to eat fried Oreos but putting them in the air fryer, or, you know, just still being able to enjoy the things you like but putting just a little twist on it, or taking out that one ingredient that's like 200 calories and making it to where you can still enjoy it, you can still meet your goals, you can still go throughout the day and feel good. I was like, okay, I love this. And that's when I got on TikTok. I posted my recipes. It started doing really well. Then I started to post my workouts. It started to do really well. Then people were asking me, you know, how exactly did you do it? People wanted a step by step. And honestly, you just have to start. Like, just start somewhere, no matter what. Start walking. That's literally how I started. I started going on those walks in the morning. I started waking up early. I started going to the gym. Even though I had no plan at first, I still just started. And it's all about making it a lifestyle. Because you kind of think that, okay, once I reach my goal in 3 months, I'm going to be done. And that's exactly what I thought. But, okay, once you reach your goal, you have to maintain it, you know? So you still have to go. And fitness, nutrition, all of it is literally a lifestyle. It's a lifestyle change. It's not just something that's going to happen overnight. I don't know why. I mean, we always think that. But that's how I ended up here. And now, mentally, I'm way better. I don't wake up, you know, ready to burst into tears anymore. I'm a lot happier. I'm actually excited about my days when I wake up early. I'm excited about going to the gym. I genuinely love going to the gym. That's why people are like, how do you go to the gym every single day, or Monday through Friday, or Monday through Saturday, or whatever? And it's like, I don't see it as something that I have to do. I don't see it as a punishment to me. I'm, you know, treating my body. I don't know, it just feels good to, when you finish that, even though I still don't like cardio, which is why I went from 5 to 10 minutes to 20 to 30 minutes after my sessions. And I do like HIIT once or twice a week, because for me, HIIT is really fun. Like, it's super challenging, and it really like gets your blood pumping, and you just feel like, I don't know, super energized. So once you start doing things that you love, and not even just working out, but if you like Pilates, do Pilates. If you like swimming, start swimming more. If you like walking, start walking more. Running, whatever you like, just move daily. I feel like that helps a lot when it came to reaching my goals. Even if I didn't go to the gym, we would just walk around the park, or I would walk around when I would take Sky to the dog park. It's just about getting some movement in and mentally feeling better, because you can have the body of your dreams, but if you're mentally not okay, it's still gonna be like, was it even worth it? Like, was it worth it? But to end that off, I feel like if you're a beginner, body recomposition is really good. It takes a long time, so if you're not patient, you probably will be like me and you probably won't stick to it. You'll probably have those off and on, you know, periods and months, which will prolong the process. But all in all, like, I'm really happy that I stayed consistent with it and that I kept lifting weights and then I kept, you know, I just now increased my cardio, but I've been like consistent with cardio and things like that. And so far, I love my progress. I love how I looked. You know how people say you look more toned? That's just building muscle. And essentially, that was my goal. I wanted my belly to not have so much fat and to look more toned. I wanted a little more toned legs, and I just wanted, you know, my butt to still be there. Not a lot of my butt is still there, but it's still there. It's just not as big as it used to be, but my stomach is a lot more toned. My gut is like almost gone, and I feel like I'm really super close to like my goal. But I've came a long way and I've made a lot of progress. So if you guys want like meals, healthy meals that are still super good, shakes and all that stuff, workouts, y'all want my good old HIIT workouts, full body workouts, all that, I'll post all that on my TikTok and on one of my Instagram pages. I do have a couple of guides that you can get. I have a weight gain guide and I have a why can't I think of it? I have a core guide that mainly focuses on like nutrition for eating for like the body you want. So if you want to slim down your stomach, there are specific foods that target belly fat that you can eat, and that guide just goes into all that. There's meal ideas in there, there's foods, there's tips, there's just everything in all of those guides. And I also have a planner, so if you are really bad with planning out like your workouts every day or every month, or grocery lists or meals and everything like that, I have a digital one and a hard copy that's releasing today. The digital copy has been out, but the hard copy, I'm gonna put it on the site today. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you have any other questions for me, leave them in the comments. You can DM me on Instagram or TikTok. I always respond to my DMs, and I try to respond to all my TikTok comments. But you can definitely leave them in these comments and I'll respond. And that's it. I will see you guys in the next video. I hope you enjoyed it.